Rodgers.
After years of flirting with the idea, the four-time MVP finally found his way out of Green Bay this offseason, guiding himself to the Jets. We know he's already a Hall of Fame lock, but this is a chance to add one more crowning achievement to his resume.
And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made here at the 36. Now, hang on here. Not what you want to see, because Dalvin Cook injured, at least for the moment, and in some discomfort. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Oh, did the Jets miss this guy? Here's Breece Hall. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Now a 2nd and 2. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Nico Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. You talk about this giant defense. Well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Rodgers now to throw. This is Lazard with a catch out left. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. And now we've got a stoppage for an injured player, and that appears to be Garrett Wilson, who is shaken up on the play. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. This is caught inside the 15. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. On play action. Now Rodgers. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Taken in at the 22. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their 1st drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Now Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Nicole Hardman, the intended target, and it's third and short.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. You talk about this Giant defense.
They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
But Charles, a tough task ahead for this defense, trying to slow down Aaron Rodgers. What would you be trying to do?
I would think about selective pressure, Brandon, and what I mean by that is he's going to eat you up if you blitz him too often because he'll read that and go to the man coverage patterns. But every now and then you bring that pressure out and make him deliver the ball on time. It's when he keeps the ball, maneuvers out of the pocket, and throws deep. That's when you're in big trouble.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down.
Throw right side, Wilson.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 36. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
To throw is Rodgers. Short pass caught by Henry. Already he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter. And he's got a first down.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Rodgers.
And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Joseph's got it, and the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here, and now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Richardson to the air on first down. To the sideline and incomplete.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
And they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Pass out left, caught by Woods.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down.
On third down, here's Richardson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Richardson out of the shotgun. He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Second and a couple. Richardson off the play fake.
It's caught. Smith. Second catch for him today, and he'll wind up a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it.
And this one's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes.
Quinnen Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
To the surprise of no one who's watched him flash his potential the last couple of years, Quinnen Williams broke out in 2022 with 12 sacks and first-team All-Pro honors. Expect more of the same going forward.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Rodgers going to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Quinnen Williams. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Richardson.
And his throw here's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
Guys, you got this. Let's win.
Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And the Jets will take over. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10.
At their 38.
He'll give it to Hall to start the drive.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Rodgers.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Rodgers' throw going to be caught by Davis.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here? Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Jets are able to extend their lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead grows to 10-0. Now Bolden on the return.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a...
Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
And the Giants ready to come out now.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Richardson now on 2nd down. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, it's Richardson.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Rodgers now to throw.
And he is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. And he lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Following the fumble recovery, Richardson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
He's got the rookie from Tennessee, Jalen Hyatt. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And that one closing in on halftime with the Cowboys out on top. Michael Gallup, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. Tua Tagovailoa has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington Commanders at home at FedEx Field. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. It's Jalen Hurts with a couple of touchdown passes. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense set to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. Nifty move. They find some open field here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on third and short. Sometimes you break that initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. One of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, you know, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just tell the offensive guys, figure it out, learn how to block it. We may see this situation.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Make something happen!
The give, right side for Gibbs. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Gibbs will score. Touchdown, New York. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They run again on 1st down. Cook takes it to about the 37.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And again, it's Rodgers. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Now Richardson back to throw it. He has Hyatt over the middle.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
Now let's go get Sid. Some momentum here. Get in the end zone for us. Take it out of the way.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's get it. Keep it together.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. They go play action with Richardson.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions in what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And this one is right through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Rodgers now on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm was just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The Jets on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers. And the giant rush gets hers. Down he goes.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
The former first rounder put it all together in 2022 with career highs across the board and cemented himself as one of the faces of the Giants defense after an all-pro season.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And take it right at the 35. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Over the middle, into the hands of Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First and 10, it's Richardson. But it's caught on the right side of Smith. And he's got this down to the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Richardson. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Gibbs. So nothing doing there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. On the give, here's Gibbs. And he will have the first down at about the 21-yard line. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On first down, Richardson. Over the middle to Smith. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
The 17-yard line.
Richardson now on 2nd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Christian Watson from 17 yards out. And the Giants get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw into the hands of Henry here. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 2nd down and 3.
At the 30-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Getting the football to Davis on an out route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Finding oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
In possession switching back to the New York Giants. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the fourth quarter. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now Rodgers, he's got the hook up here with Cook. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Rodgers' throw going to be caught by Davis. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. Rodgers with a throw complete there to Davis. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. Rodgers to throw once more. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Now second and 4. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. With the crowd here at MetLife Stadium in full roar. Third down. Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Joseph is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now out come the Giants. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Richardson looking to throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Hardman on the return. So now Rodgers with a new team, but in a spot he's been before. Down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Short pass caught by Henry. 2nd and 6 coming up. Back to throw, Rodgers. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. Rodgers going to throw. That's complete. It's Cook. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And again, it's Rodgers. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's fourth and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
To Henry. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of the first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are close to finishing off this football game. Down to a knee goes Richardson, and that should finish off this victory. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Giants, they're in